Hello.
Hi, is this Terri?
Yeah, I'm here for Marty and Danielle.
We're here for Terri Nunn.
Hi, Terri Nunn.
Hello, how are you?
This might turn into one of those where, I use your full name just because I don't feel like we're on the level yet that I can just call you Terri.
Or Ter.
Or Ter.
Or Ter. Or,
That's my girl, Ter.
My stepson also, when he was growing up, because he had a mom, I was the second mom, so he called me Terri Nunn. It was one word. Terri Nunn? Terri Nunn? When's dinner? When's dinner, Terri Nunn?
We have lots to catch up with you, Terri Nunn.
Okay, great.
Is that all right? Can we talk to you about you?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Coming to San Diego in August at the North Island Credit Union Amphitheater. You're going to be joined by Boy George and Culture Club, as well as Howard Jones. That's exciting, I bet.
Yeah, it is. They're two iconic artists to me. I mean, we just did a couple shows with Boy George and Culture Club, and they went so well. They called us, and it was an instant yes.
A resurrection lineup for the ages. So glad to have you back, Terri Nunn of Berlin on 91X.
How long have you guys been on 91X? You know it's one of my favorite stations. I loved it as much or more than K-Rock up here.
Danielle's been here for
almost 8 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And me
nice.
4 years, but I came to the station 20 years ago, and I learned a lot about the history of the radio station, the respect you have to have for the audience here in San Diego, and the audience's respect for the radio station that was bringing in music that they had nowhere to get. But I got a big dose of what 91X is about from a guy named Steve West, who I will always value that education. And he was a friend of yours, right?
He's just a great guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a huge loss.
I checked your set out at Cruel World 1. By the way, you played both years, right? Nobody else got to play 2 years in a row. It had to be on the back of you guys killing it. Year one. I was right in the front. I was wearing my 91X hat, and I think, Danielle, there was a couple moments where Terri saw me, and she was looking at me, and then I realized she was just looking over the crowd. She wasn't really even making eye contact.
No, I saw you there, Marty. Yeah, you got me going.
But I did wear the hat. I did point at the hat like such a kook and be like, 91X loves you. And she's like, dude, everybody loves me. Do you see how fire I am up here? Do you see these pants? Do you see what I'm doing? Terri, you kill it.
I used to listen to 91X because we actually were based in Orange County. And your station would go that far. But you guys, I don't know, the way that you program the stuff, it wasn't just the same old stuff, the same old Cure and the same old Depeche. And, I don't know. It got a little old sometimes, but not at 91X. You got some deeper cuts in there a little bit. And you just kind of, I don't know. I loved listening to your station.
Terri Nunn, I have to share a story with you that has been part of my family's story forever and ever. My dad was the biggest Berlin fan and had the hugest crush on you. And when we all knew that, we knew that Terri Nunn was all about what my dad was about. My mom and dad go to see Berlin. They are on the aisle. You come down the aisle singing, and you sing to my mom and completely ignore my dad. And it has been a thing in our family how jealous my dad is of my mom because Terri Nunn of Berlin sang to her.
Aww. Well, did your mom enjoy it?
Oh, she loved it. She loved it. She still talks about it to this day. We're actually going to go to the show together in August and relive it.
Yeah, sometimes I find it easier to sing to girls because guys, I don't know, when I sing to them, sometimes they take it the wrong way.
My dad would have taken it the wrong way, so you did good.
Well, tell him I'm sorry, and I hope to see him and sing to him somewhere.
Yeah.
The specific Berlin song would also make something weird, like if your dad was to have you serenade him with sex, that would
might make things kind of awkward.
Odd. That would be odd. I'm sure
exactly. Yeah, guys, they don't need a lot of provocation, just a little, a look a certain way, and it's like, she wants me. A few months ago, I got my first lap dance. We went down to this place in Hollywood, and my girlfriend said, okay, I'm buying you a lap dance. I was like, okay. And honestly, I understand now why guys pay a lot of money for lap dances. I understand why wars are fought about women, because that woman was so amazing. And she's whispering things to me like, oh, you're so hot. And I believed her. I thought she wanted me. I was like, oh, I'm in. If I was gay, this girl would be mine. I believed that.
I feel like Terri Nunn, she could have been yours if you really wanted her to. I mean, just saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Yes.
yeah, I understand why guys are like, okay, she looked at me a little bit longer than 2 seconds. I think she wants me.
Tell us about the song Sex, the very first song that was played on 91X.
Well, I wrote it about a guy I was dating at the time. We were in a rut sexually, and it was like, maybe we could try some stuff. So that was the impetus behind the song, and my conversations with him about maybe some role playing. And he finally said to me, he said, Terri, I'm not a pirate. I'm not a burglar. I'm just a guy. I just like guy things. And so I wrote the chorus like that. I'm a man, I'm a man, I'm a man. He never changes.
Terri Nunn of Berlin here in August with Boy George, Culture Club, Howard Jones, the band's box sets, the limited edition Strings Attached, available now. Terri Nunn of Berlin, thank you for 91X and Marty and Danielle.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for including me, Marty and Danielle.